Hi, so I want to talk about narratives in a little different way today. So, when we talk about narratives, who starts them? And do they connect us or do they divide us? So, let's look at the narrative children should be seen but not heard. Who started that? Was it the children? Was it the parents? Because the parents didn't want to hear their children. Because the parents were tired of their children. Because the parents didn't like the way the children were acting. Because the parents didn't want children to be children. So that narrative got started. When we think of narratives, we have to start thinking of do they feed our biases, our stereotypes? And how does that impact us as humanity? Does that lead you to racism? Does it lead you to love? Does it lead you to care for other people? How does it lead you? Does it lead you to more toxic masculinity? Does it lead you to how? And I think that's where we need to look at narratives. What do narratives do to us? How do they make us feel about ourselves? And how do they make us feel about others? Do they divide us and conquer us? Think about it. If you are a person and you're taught some of these narratives, what do you think it does to you? So let's look at this one. Let's say you grew up in the church, Christian world, and you're told that God supplies all your needs. You're more important than the birds that God always provides for. Yet in the same breath, you're hearing the root of all evil is money, the love of money. You're hearing money doesn't grow on trees. You're hearing we can't afford that. What's going to happen? Those other narratives, you have your narratives of what you're growing up in, but you also have these other narratives of other things going on. So it creates a place of dividing in you, confusion in you. Just like children should be seen but not heard. As an adult, you question your voice. You question how children should be acting. You don't know how to parent. So these are the reasons why I talk about it, is because who starts them? Why do they start them? And they usually start them for their own benefit. Who do you think started the underlining narrative, men can do no wrong? It wasn't started because women wanted to, women started that one. No. A lot of that one was started culturally. A lot of cultures view it that way. So when we have these narratives, we have to look at who's starting them. What's the underlining cause? Because they lead us, if they don't lead us to caring more about ourselves, other people, they don't lead us more towards love, care, empathy, then they're creating biases and division, most likely. And personally, I don't want to live that way. I don't want to live the second way. So this is why I talk about narratives and how to navigate those and how to look at them, because also that's where your vows come in. And generationally, those go down through you too. And that impacts your workplace, how you raise your children, how you spend your money, all those things. So I hope this was helpful. And on that note, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.